Hello, my name is Sammy Hale and I'd like to welcome you to the Aviation Repair Station 2012 training videos. In this video we're going to be talking about form and report custom creation. Under the ARS you will see database diagrams, tables, and views. The view that we're going to be dealing with views for all of your reports. So to create a view, the first thing you will need to do is right click on views and say new view. Now you have to have a general idea of what you're trying to create. And in this particular case, I'm just going to create a discrepancy style view. So I'm going to go down. First off, I'm going to need my work order number and my work order table. So I will select work order and click add. Then I need to be able to link that table to the discrepancy. So I would then select work order discrepancy link and add that as well. Then I will need to go up here to discrepancy table, to the discrepancy table, select it, and then click add. Then you can click close. From here I can then click save and then name this view. I'm going to name it test discrepancy so that I can distinguish which one this one is. Then I click OK. Now that has been saved to my database, I can now close this screen. The next thing is, in the ARS 2012 I would need to go to quality, form report, and customization. Now the way this report works is it is separated into different bands. The detail band is always part of it. And we want to keep the detail band in because this contains all repeating data. And I'll explain that as we create a report. So we're going to do a page header. And I'm going to move this up to reduce my top margin. And if you notice, when I scroll over this, it gives me the crosshairs. Then I can select it by clicking and move it up. I want to expand my margins to the left and right by doing the same thing. Now I'm going to name this report by putting a label in. It's just drag and drop, and I've put my label here, and we're going to say discrepancy report. I want to insert a group header for this report, and the reason is I want to set this up so that each discrepancy is designated in its own group. The next thing I want to do here is I want to link it to my view. So we click this arrow here. Then it gives you a whole list of things that you can do. Now this report has been linked to your database and the view we want to use. To view that, you can click field list. And you see we've got discrepancy view, test discrepancy, and we click the plus, and there are all the fields that I chose in my view. Okay, so now I want to add another label here, drag and drop, double click, and then type work order. No, I'm going to say number. Now you notice it's cut off, so all you have to do is click on it and then drag it out until everything appears the way you want it. Then I go over here to my database and I see the field that I want. It's work num, which is the work order number. You click on it and drag it and drop it onto the form, and that will put that work order number in this position. Now I have grouped this, so I want to keep the grouping. So we're going to select group, and there's a little arrow that pops out right here. I'm going to select this. Then I'm going to select group fields, click the plus, and I'm going to say add. From here I can then select the field name that I wish to group all of these by, and I'm going to use discrepancy number. Click OK. Then I can close that out. From here I can then drag and drop another label, double click, expand it out, and then I can go over here to discrepancy number, drag and drop, and put it in place. I want to also add my image, so we're going to drag this over a little bit more so we have some room. Put it right about there and make sure this matches up. Now then, we did put a picture in here, and there it is. And you notice that it says 101. That means this is a binary field. Now I want to drag and drop this onto my desktop, but I want to do it so that it shows up as a picture. So instead of left clicking and dragging, I'm going to right click and drag and drop it in place. Now then it's going to ask me, how do I want this to appear? So I'm going to say picture box. So now I can set the sizing up the way I want the picture. And then I can go here, click the little arrow, and tell it that the sizing needs to be zoomed. So that way it maintains the image aspect ratio. Okay, so now I've got this set, and I want to designate between each one of these discrepancies, so I'm going to draw a line across the bottom here. And I basically selected the line here, and then just drug it across. Okay, so now we're ready to look at our report again. So I'm going to click Preview, and you notice everything is separated out. That report is now created, and it's got exactly what I want in it. If I wish to add more fields, it's just simply a matter of dragging and dropping them in place. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this report. So once we are done here, I can click OK, and the report has now been saved. And that concludes the report customization and editing. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us at any time.